just click on the record so that we can have it recorded for those that can't make it. All right. I want to officially again welcome everybody to tonight's meeting. This is what we like to do almost every weekend. We started like 2 weekends ago, and we are going to be making it so constant and fixed. We are sorry for pushing tonight's meeting to like 9 p.m. That's like a 1 hour delay. It's due to some circumstances beyond my personal control. That's why I have to say that Patrick helped me extend the time by an hour. So every Sunday night like this, we always take our time to discuss and meet with every one of our clients, our investors, prospects. We have make it like a training ground that everybody could be on the same page of learning about what B2 Consult is all about. And it's also a platform for you to ask your question. There's no question that is too big. There's no question that is too small that can be asked on webinars like this. That's the essence of having this webinar, always holding every Sunday, so that anyone that has doubt or anyone that needs clarity, have, one area or the other that you are not clear with. Platforms like this gives you, free access to us as the founders, as the owners. It also helps you to build confidence in the company, since you are going to be seeing us in you are going to be getting communication coming directly from us owners. So it's something that it's not going to be something that somebody is just walking behind a website and you can't see their faces. So you get to see the faces behind B2 Consult, get update directly from us and all that. So I welcome every one of you to tonight's meeting. My name is Odeyemi Yinka. If you get on Facebook, just type Odeyemi Yinka. If you get on Google, type Odeyemi Yinka. You see a lot of profiles about me. I've been doing business online for quite a while now. Well, I think it should be when I finished my university days way back as 2007. So I can say I'm way over 11 years of doing business online. So it's been a mixed feeling. Let me put it like that. We've had to lose in some, had to win in some, and finally we arrived at a point that yes, at this juncture now, we don't have that space again to say we are throwing money to a foreign site that will take our money away. No, we want to build our own, and that's what gave birth to B2 Consult. B2 Consult is a company that's existed, that was birthed in 2018 by Odeyemi Yinka, Mr. Patrick Nwambuba, Mr. Jeff Obodo, and Mr. Ebenezer Olorunkola. The four of us are actually, it's a combination of two business sectors merging together as one. I have been into internet marketing for a while. I've been doing digital marketing online for over 10 years now. Mr. Patrick also too is a very rugged internet marketer we've known for over 5-6 years now. The other two are traders that we started up with. They've been part of the system right from inception. These are people that I've also built personal relationship with. Patrick also known them. We know ourselves up to our parents, up to where we stay, up to our locations, and we got started. That should be December 2018. That after we fell for another scam. That should be October, November. They ran away with our money, and we had to just tell ourselves the truth that my brother, I'm not ready to go that route in 2019. Let's start something. We will fail on it. We will fall on it. But I know we will always learn from our mistake, and we can build something formidable and something that people would, come to terms with, to, work with. And so far, so good. We thank God since 2018. This is our 6th month now of running B2. We started as a private investment club, and in February, March, we registered the company officially. We had our CAC house. That should be late March or early April. So B2 Consult is a registered company in Nigeria. So if you get to do your public research, because I know some people have been doing some due diligence on us, trying to do some underground research on who are these guys? Are they registered? Are they, are they certified to be able to, transact or carry out this kind of trade, investment, funds management business for people and stuff like that? You always do your personal research on us, on CAC, and we are also let me make it an official update for those that are right here in this meeting tonight. We are at the verge of getting our EFCC certification. We started the process like some few months ago. It takes quite a while. You need to start filling some forms, go here, submit some forms here and there in the office. And by the special grace of God, come July 11th, 12th, I think it should be July 11th or July 12th. Sorry, June, not July. This month, this is June. We're already in June. So by June 11th and 12th, we should have our EFCC official documentation ready, which covers us also. And we are also looking at advancing into some other, getting some other certification as a company. We are also looking at, as we grow, we are going to be getting more approvals from SEC, NDIC, but from our legal perspective, from our legal team, said we need to have like a particular volume before we would be granted that kind of license. And that's why we are still building at this phase. So what we can still have now to operate is our certificates of incorporation in CAC, and also our memorandum of article, which actually allows us to be able to manage funds for people. And also we also have our EFC SCUM certificate coming up in June 11th, which gives us full coverage to be able to do financial management, funds management from people. So this two certification gives us still restricts us to a certain level. We can't manage funds above 200 million because for us to be able to cross over that, we need the other certification coming in. So that's why, on our group, I used to always update people that, see, we are not going to be like the conventional MLM. In fact, once we start eating 100 million and 200 million total capital base, we might just shut down deposit and just face that. We are not the greedy type. We are okay. Even if it's even if it's 50,000, 500,000, we are 1 million the company is making for yourself in a month. It's okay for us as long as our investors are always getting their returns and getting paid and all that. We are okay with that. So our certificate still allows us to still be under that umbrella. But I know with time, as we grow and expand, by the time we build our base for like the next 1 year, 2 years, and we have a very solid structure on ground, we might be looking at, okay, let's look at possibly, expanding, receiving more deposits in and all that. But for now, we are still under the coverage of these two certificates that is binding us. And that's where we stand. So let me just quickly do a 10 minutes rundown of what B2 is all about. Then I'm going to invite one of our Forex masters, our Forex mentor here, who actually is the one handling Forex, B2 Forex Academy solely. I'm going to be giving like a 10-15 minute slot tonight to also give us an insight into what they do in the academy. He's a very busy type. In fact, I had to beg him that please, sir, because I know once it's like 9 p.m. Sunday night, it's time for trading. So most traders are always now looking at the charts, looking at the next setups, how the market week is going to be like. So he's very busy. Like it's not someone that's always very easy to catch, But he's here with us tonight, and he'll just spare 15 minutes, 20 minutes with us to just tell us a little bit of what they do on our educational platform, which is the B2 Academy, the subscription part of it, what they teach there, and he'll just give us some quick insight into that. But before it comes up, let me do normal business presentation on what B2 is. So what is B2 Consult? I think I briefly talked about it in my earlier presentation, introduction. B2 Consult is basically a Forex education and investment platform. What we solely do there is that we teach you about what the Forex market is all about, how to manage your funds well, using our trading signals, also using our very strict money management rules. If you come join the academy, we're going to be giving some very, very, strict rules on how to ensure that you are always in the market for a very long period of time. Aside that, it also allows you to always come out with something at the end of the month by using our trading signals to trade, and also learning on how to select the kind of brokers you use, how to place your trades on the broker, how to set your stop loss, your take profits, and also paramountly, I think one of our core strengths is the money management part of it. We don't want anybody to burn their money when you use our trading signal, so we always advise people to follow our money management. Right, fine. We've had people that joined and they decided to just go on their own, like they just started creating systems for themselves. Some blew their accounts, learned from it, came back again. But what we give you is what we use personally on our funds management part. So we expect that you should, also use that. But if you decide to go out of it, well, that is not within our own purview. So, but we always give you everything. Our mentor is going to be, Mr. Jai is going to be talking a little bit about that when it comes up. So, the other part of B2 Consult is the investment part of it. We also understand that there's a lot of people that are out there that really need something that is reliable, something that they can at least have a ease of like have how do I put it? Something that they can invest in or put their funds in, put their money in, and go to bed. Like they just go to sleep. Just go to sleep knowing that their funds is secure. A lot of us have always, looked at that part of it. In fact, while growing up, starting my online business, I always look at, okay, because then I was working. So a lot of the times my passion is always for online business. My passion is always, there's always a way we can always make income, generate income from online and stuff like that. So while I was working my salary job, I'm always looking out for the next investments, platform where I can just put a part of my salary in, so that at least as I'm earning my salary, I can also be expecting some extra returns from that. Yes, the bank investment platform, the fixed deposit is okay, but the returns you get from that is pretty mega, especially for someone who has you are not earning that much. Maybe you are just earning between 50,000 and 100,000, and by the time you now tie down your 100,000 in the fixed deposit account, and at the end of the year, what you're going to get is like 5% or 6%. It's not something encouraging. So we're always looking out for something extra, even if it's 10, 5, 15% that we can always be getting some. So that's what led a lot of us into looking at foreign platforms. Since when they come, they always give us all the stories that, okay, they do this, they do that. But the long run, over a period of time, we just discover it's almost the same cycle of people. They keep churning out websites here and there, tell you this is what they do, paint all the pictures for you, even start throwing some kind of bonuses to our faces that, okay, if you get up to this cap, you go to Dubai, go fly you around the country. But at the long run, a lot of them still end up, running away with our funds and stuff like that. So at a point we said, oh, we're not going to do that again. So that's why we started up this company based on our own integrity and our own background that, we want to build a system that will help a lot of people. Aside helping a lot of people also too, it's going to be a system that's going to be a two-way thing. It's going to help a lot of people. We'll also help ourselves. We don't want to do something that within 2-3 months it just disappears again, and we fall back again to the normal cycle. We want to build something that will be here for the next 5, 10, 20 years to come. And that has always been our vision. So that's why we decided that no matter how little, no matter how small we start, because starting up after that kind of issues, people losing money in the program we gave them, it was very difficult for us in 2018. But we just had to just say, no, let's just do it. Even if it's $1 million we are starting with, $2 million investment we are starting with, we'll just grow it. And that's how we started. We had some of our very close allies that still had a little trust in us. They started up with us. Some invested 100, 200. I was even surprised that within a month we were able to raise like a 5 million trading capital, which we started up with in December. And from there, we started growing and growing and growing and growing. And here we are today with our website, our certificate of registrations and all that. So B2 Consult manages your funds for you, and you can go to bed. You can be rest assured that nothing is going to affect your funds. So what do we invest your money in? We invest your money in Forex trading. The other good question that anybody want to ask is that, so what is the difference between the Forex of now that you guys say you are trading and the Forex that they've always known in the past? The difference is simple: money management. We don't enter trades because we want to make 1,000%. We don't enter our trades because we want to make 100% in a month. We enter our trade because we want to always be in the market and always make consistent profits. Even if it's 0.5%, even if it's 1%, even if it's 2% we make in a day, or even if it's 10% we make in a week, we are good. We are good. So that's why we crafted out our investment plan around about what we've been able to do consistently for a while. I told you that we had some. It's a merger of digital marketers plus extreme and very expert traders. So from their own expert trading, at least in a month, they do between 30 and 40%. So we now capped it up that worst case scenario, 30% in a month. Okay, so if we have 30% coming out from trades results every month, then we can have a comp plan around about it. So that's what led us towards creating, the ROMT, returns from monthly trading, passive earnings that you get from investing with B2. So the first investment package pays you 10% if you're investing between $250 and $2,499. People want to ask that, what is the conversion in Naira? We used a flat rate of 400 Naira per dollar. So for anyone investing with Naira, always work with 400 Naira per dollar. So your $250 here now is an equivalent of 100,000 Naira. The same rate also applies when you are withdrawing. We also pay you exactly at the rate of 400 Naira. So it's a win-win. So if you're investing with Naira, always expect to, you will always be able to withdraw back also in Naira at the same rate. We also consider the fact that we might also have international investors, people who will be interested in being a part in joining our platform from around the world. So we created, we also had to add another international payment system, which is Bitcoin. So anywhere you're in the world, you can also invest with Bitcoin and also make your withdrawal directly back with Bitcoin. I think we have one or two people who do that regularly. Thank God, Madam Saj is here. She's one of our first Bitcoin investors. She invested with Bitcoin and she also earned back in Bitcoin. So if you're investing between $250 to $2,499, you get 10% monthly. If you're investing from $2,500 to $499, you get 15% on a monthly basis. And if you're investing from $5,000 or more, you get 20% monthly. You get 20% monthly. So, and we also made it easy for everybody. How do we do that? We added a clause to it that you really don't need to be part of. You don't need to be afraid of B2. So we created a clause that, okay, even if you say, okay, you just want to test us, want to be sure we are good, want to be sure we are real, you can invest your money with us, and after 3 months, you can request. In fact, you see your capital back in your balance. So you have the option of either withdrawing your capital or starting another 3-month cycle all over again. But a lot of the times, people start all over again because nobody wants to stop a source of regular income. I can't be earning 20% from somewhere and say, okay, I want to put this up, because that 20% is settling bills, it's settling something. It's just like someone who started with $5,000 and is getting $1,000 every month. That is an equivalent of 400,000 naira. It settles something. Even if it's your child's school fees, you just want to dedicate that to. Every month, that seals that part for you. So that's why this does it. So you earn this passively. You don't need to refer anyone. I'm stressing that again. You earn this passively. 10%, 15%, 20%. You earn these passively. You don't need to refer anyone to earn this. So your funds, your money does all this, gives you this, entitlement. You're entitled to 10% if you're investing $250 to $2,499. You're entitled to 15% monthly if you're investing $2,500 to $499, and you're also entitled to 20% if you're investing from $5,000 or more every month. So this is not tied to you bringing in anybody. It's your money that basically works for you on the other side. So we now also add, some of our friends that said, okay, yeah, we've been with you guys for 4 months. What are the other? What if we decide to now make it big? Like, we want to bring in our friends, our family. Are you saying you are not going to give us anything? So that's where we now created out another plan about our business. When we factored in, we had to mathematically look at it critically, so that we won't bring in something that will start affecting, the investment payout and stuff like that. So we now have to go back internally that, okay, what do we still make 30% every month, right? Okay, good. So let's now take out of our own 10%. Let's look at, maybe we can just share 2, 3, 5% out of whatever base, because I know that if people get incentivized that way, it has a way of also increasing our own capital volume also too. So that means if, for example, I said we started with like a 5 million naira capital base. Now we are, I think, way over 50 million naira capital base. So that means Our 10% is now bigger. So that means we can also spare some part of it to also say thank you to those that have, brought in their friends who have also invested with us. And that's what made us to create this part of the program out, which is called the B2 Affiliate Program, BAP. So the B2 Consult Affiliate Program allows you to make money also as a residual income for you. So either if you have your package as a subscriber, you earn passively, but you also earn money if you begin to introduce your friends and family to us. And the first, the BAP is split into two. The first part of it is what we call the BAP uni-level bonus. This you get on this works on a 5-level deep one-time affiliate bonus structure, and it allows you to earn as your referrals register and invest, as their own referrals also register and invest, you get to earn, and it's just up to 5, it's only up to 5 level deep. So on your first level, if you register someone, let's say you register somebody, let's say this is you, and you referred Mr. A, and Mr. A invests $1,000. You are going to get on the BAP unit level comp plan, you are going to be getting 1%, 5% of $1,000, which is equals to $50. So you get $50 instantly credited to your back office, which you can either make withdrawals for or just allow it sit down there. When it's enough to buy maybe a $250 package, you can then use that to buy a package. So if Mr. A now also refers Mr. B, you now as the man, the guy on top of every one of them, you are going to be getting 1% of Mr. B's investments. So let's say Mr. B invests $5,000. So that means you now are going to be getting 1% of $5,000. And that should be how much? That should just be 5,000 divided by 100. So you're going to be getting another $50, bonus credited to you. And Mr. A now, who referred Mr. B, would now be getting 5% directly off the $5,000. So Mr. A now will be getting how much? That will be 50 times 5. That will be $250. So Mr. A can now either use this to buy a package or make withdrawals of it directly from their back office and get paid in record time. Most times our withdrawal window is within 72 hours. Most times we don't get to 72 hours actually. It's always on that, but we just give that clause so that in case we have a lot of withdrawals to process, we process all these withdrawals manually because we don't want any issues of someone being overpaid or someone underpaid. So we check everything manually to pay you. So we just made that space of 72 hours in case we have a lot of withdrawals. So we check every one of them one by one before we process your payments to your bank account or to your Bitcoin wallet account. So that's how the first part of it works. And the second part of it is what we call the leadership ranking bonus. This is just a reward from the company. It works just as it is stated. The first level is when you become a team leader, and it's very simple to become a team leader. How do you become a team leader? To become a team leader, all you just need to do is that you need to have a team built under you. Let me explain that also using this BAP rank leadership bonus. Okay, this first level is the team leader, where you get the Samsung phone reward given to you. So let's work with that. On our slide here, for you to become a team leader, you need $500 personal sales plus $2,500 team sales. Qualifies you to be a team leader, and you get a reward of Samsung smartphone. Yesterday we did some presentation for those that already qualified for this rank, and I think earlier today I was seeing somebody also being congratulated on our WhatsApp. Oh my God. Hope I've not been talking to the air. Please, if you can hear me, let me just help me type 111 there in the box. Let me be sure people have been hearing me. Okay, thank you. Okay, good. Thank you. So, Mr. Don, just leave and rejoin. You get. So when you are rejoining back, make sure you select the audio. You get us and stuff like that. So let me continue where I stopped. So for you to become a team leader, you need to have gotten a total sales volume of $500 personal sales and $2,500 indirect sales. So here is how it works. So on our notepad, let's use this example here. Let's say this is you, Mr. A from our chart here, invested $1,000. Mr. A brought in or referred, let me just use the word, Mr. A referred Mr. B, which that invested $5,000. So on your team structure, on your ranking leadership structure, this is the way it's going to be looking out for you. Now, you are the one here now on top of it all. You are going to be seeing $1,000 as your personal sales, showing as your personal sales in your back office because you referred Mr. A who invested $1,000. Your referring Mr. A means that this person registered directly using your link, registered directly so you can see the person directly under you as the person who brought this person to B2. So for him to have registered directly under you and also invested $1,000 under you, that $1,000 is now going to be seen as the personal sales, meaning that this is the kind of volume you brought into B2 personally by yourself, meaning that your personal referrals, this is what they have invested. This is what the person invested. So that counts as your $1,000. Mr. B, now, that was referred by Mr. A, invested $5,000. This $5,000, you know, you'll have gotten 1% on it as you here. You also counts as part of your team sales. Mr. B is on your second level now. You're going to be seeing Mr. B on your second level. So this person is not directly referred by you, but it was Mr. A that referred Mr. B that did $5,000. So this $5,000 is going to be counting as personal sales for Mr. A and team sales for you as your indirect referral. So what makes up your team sales now? Your team sales is now like a total of your personal sales, which is like your direct referrals, plus your indirect sales, which is your indirect referrals. So in this instance now, your personal sales is $1,000 plus your indirect sales, which is $5,000, which gives you a total of $6,000 volume. So for anybody who achieves this now, automatically you become a team leader because you have crossed this $500 personal sales limit, and you have also crossed this $2,500 total team sales limit. So automatically you see in your back office the rank of team leader being shown in your back office, and it tells you that yes, you are qualified to get, you know, this Samsung A2 phone. So you'll be given that, and since it's a reward, we don't please take note, we don't give cash in the place of reward. No, it's a reward from the company. If it's phone you are getting, is phone you will get. We will not give you any cash in replacement for it. If you get to the stage of the manager, we are going to be getting a cash reward, which we are going to send directly to your bank account. So those that have gotten to this manager know that we keep to our word. We send them their money. So once you get there, straight up, get that credited to your account. So you need to be checking your personal sales, your indirect sales per time to know how to balance your legs, how to push your team, how to arrange your team, and how to, you know, structure out, you know, your business. So it's basically for you now to start working. So you continue to move up the rank as your personal sales build up, as your team sales build up. The next rank is supervisor. At this stage, you get an HP NV17 laptop given to you and also a 4G modem. The next stage is the CEO stage, where you get an iPhone X given to you and a $1,000 cash. The next level, the next ranking level is director, where you get 1,500 cash and also an all expense paid trip to Dubai. And the next stage is vice president, when you get a car fund, the reward of $10,000. This is going to be in cash, so that you can get a good car for yourself, a good ride. Thank God, Madam Saj is in the house. She's into auto sales, so by that time we might be connecting with her. If you need connections, just come and pay consultancy fee to me, and I will link you up with her so that she can get a good deal with some car. So, and the final stage is the president stage, where you get an house fund reward of $50,000 when you have a total of past $200,000 personal sales and $800,000 total team sales. So that is basically what we have in B2 Complan. So you can earn in 3 ways. First of all, you earn passively. That is by investing in any of our investment BFT packages. You earn between 10% to 20%, depending on your investment capital. The next one is the BAP Unilevel Complan, which is 5%, 1% down 5 level. And the last earning from B2 is the leadership and ranking bonus. So all these bonuses have been mathematically calculated. We have checked it all through and through. It's not going to affect us in any way. It's not going to affect the investment in any way. So that's why we are going to pay it out stresslessly without any issue, because we trade. So we are steadily making money from our trades every month. So we won't have any issues, paying up all this. So most of the times, company that scam is always based on the fact that they tell you they do this, they trade this, and in the real sense of it, they are not. They are not. So to further show you that we trade, we also created what we call B2 Forex Academy, where you can also trade what we trade. What that means is that the trading signals, our positions we enter, we also give you access to them. You can also just create a small broker account, fund it to like $200, $500, and be checking out. So if you'll be able to, you'll be able to weigh us if we're actually trading. So you will see the performances. If you are making profit on your own, you will know that means B2 also is trading and making profit on your own investment capital with us and all stuff like that. So that is basically the summary about B2. I'm going to just pause a little bit and allow our special guest tonight to just give us 1 or 2 tips on FX trading and all that. I'm going to pause here while I welcome Mr. Ajayi, Mr. SP. Call him SP, Mr. Simon Ajayi. He's a chartered accountant by profession. He has been trading the Forex market for way over 5 years now. I call him the fundamental FX trader expert. He trades much, in fact, much of his trading decision is based on fundamental news and all that. So he's going to give us a quick hint on that. Mr. Ajayi, I'm going to unmute you now so that you can just do your thing for the next 10-15 minutes. Thank you, sir. Thank you, everyone. Mr. Ajayi?
Yes, I can hear you, sir.
All right, sir. I'm going to, should I make you the co-host just in case you want to share your screen?
Not really. There's no need for that.
All right. All right. Welcome, sir. So let's get to feel you, sir.
Thank you. I believe you can hear me. So if you can hear me, others will be able to hear me.
Yes.
All right. I'd like to welcome everyone. I'd like to greet you all. Good evening. Mr. Inka has done a wonderful job this evening. He has said a lot of things about the trading, B2, and most of the things that.
Sorry, sir. Can you share your video so that we can just see your face at least?
Okay. All right.
Yeah. In Yoruba, they will say Ojulorowa. Let's
all right. I believe you can see me somehow.
Let me check. Okay, I think.
Sorry, my light is
okay.
a little.
I think I can see your face now. I think. All right, but your light seems to be dark there.
Yes, somehow.
Okay. All right. Continue, sir. That's really.
Okay. All right. Okay, I think I'll just go on. You will get to know more about us when we start fully. Uh, a bit about B2 Academy. As he has said, we majorly we make use of fundamental analysis. Talking about fundamental analysis, talking about the economic factors that moves the market. Uh, Many people have been trading and looking at the charts. Well, I won't blame you because that is what you know how to do. But Forex Binary Master Trading System is a subsidiary of SBI Jai Investment and Management Company in partnership with B2 and handling B2 Academy. We do our best. It is good as you invest, you make investments, and you earn money without any stress and without being any risk. But the best thing you can also do for yourself is to also know how to do it, to also invest in yourself by acquiring forex knowledge. We thank God because we have many testimonies from people who have subscribed to our VIP and PVIP groups. We have a guy recently this week who subscribed and couldn't have enough money, or just having like $19 and was following our signals, and unbelievable. This week, as of today, his account has hit $1,000, and that is what we do here, and that is what we do, and that's what we can do. I don't know. The time is so short. I don't have much things to say now because of the time. Can't be rushing
Yes,
because there are a lot of things. The
yes, I
best thing
know you
that
are
you can
praying for the market already.
do is just to try to see
Yeah.
how you can find yourself
Mhm.
in B2 Academy. Just try and see how you can find yourself in B2 Academy, and then you get to know all that we have in stock for you. We have a lot of things in stock for you, and we believe by the time you go through our academy, 1, 2, 3 months, you should be able to start making 50,000 naira, 30,000 to 50,000 naira in between that in a day. That is very possible. Making 1 million naira in a month, very, very possible. And we'll be glad to do. We'll be glad to walk you through all that you need to know. Now, Mr. Yinka said that he called us fundamental traders, experts. Yes, because in the market, nothing just move the market. Something must move the market. Now, for a country's currency to be either weak or strong, it is dependent on the country's economy. What makes a country's economy to be weak or strong is what is happening with that country's economy. So many people just trade, they look at the charts, they look at technical analysis and say that is good, that is fine. But as we go through the B2 Academy and the training, I will show you how fundamental factors can violate all technical factors, and that will be a wonderful thing for you to come and see how it works and what we do with B2 and with B2 Academy. I think I will just stop here so that Mr. Ika can carry on. We would like to have you in B2 Academy and train you, get you equipped so that you can be able to trade on your own. You don't need to work. You don't need to work. Honestly, you can stay at home and make money. And with B2, you can be with B2 and be making money consistently without anything to fear. Without anything to fear. You can be sure that your money is in safe hands. Mr. Yinka?
Yes, sir. Thank you so much, sir. I don't know if you can just hint us a little bit about the training schedule for B2 Academy, like what the benefits are once you join any of the subscription, either the VIP or VVIP, and
Yes.
when the training is always hold. Because some people have been joining the WhatsApp group, but they are still like, how does it work and all that? I don't know if you can just talk about it a little bit for them.
Okay. Like fee that we have two different categories of subscription. We have VIP subscription, which is just for $70, and we give a complimentary training twice a month. It's a complimentary; it's not mandatory. But you can get our signal for a whole month. You can get our signal for a whole month that can give you some reasonable returns. And if you subscribe to our VVIP, you are entitled to have one-on-one contact with us with a full-time 1-month training. You can call us at any time. We keep walking you through everything that you need to know day by day. And that costs you $1,000 per month. That will cost you $1,000 per month. And, we also, aside the training, we also give you signals that can give you a very high returns. All right. Mr. Yinka?
All right, sir. Thank you so much.
It's very brief. Let's just try, those that are interested,
Okay.
just try and see how you can find yourself in B2 Academy. We don't talk too much. We just we
Yes.
show you the access.
We let our results do the talking. Like, I don't know. Let me see if I can just share that guy's testimony in the VIP group.
Okay.
Let me see. Maybe I will just post it in our WhatsApp group. The guy was amazed. I think in a week he turned like 19.
He actually started just from Monday, and then this Saturday.
I've been following the guys in the group. I think, man, this guy is making good money.
Yeah, I'm interested in that account. I see how I can build it up to $5,000.
That's interesting. Thank you so much, sir, for tonight. We appreciate it. So I know you are counting that to the week. So let me just release you to get back to your fundamentals. Thank you so much.
All right.
All right. Mr. Patrick is in the house. Let me just allow B2 Consult co-founder, Mr. Pat, as usual. Please, I've unmuted you, sir. Let's have you say something before we throw the floor open to accept our questions, and we call it a day. Mr. Pat, are you ready?
Yes, hello.
All right, sir. We can hear you.
Hello, good evening, everybody.
Good evening, sir.
Yes, I am so elated this evening because of the number of participants in this meeting. It's a thing of joy, and I'm happy to see that we're making progress. Thank you, everybody, for making our time to be here, and I still believe and hope that our next meeting, we're going to double this number of participants. Having said this, I wish us all a prosperous week ahead, and I encourage us all to build a career with B2 because this is our own and we are not going anywhere. Thank you.
All right, sir. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. So I want to quickly throw the floor open. We still have like 10-15 minutes more on this call tonight. Please, let's have your question. If you have any question, please just raise up your hand, or you can type it in the message box. I'll read it out and we answer it, or you can just raise up your hand on your Zoom app. There's a section there where you can just click and you raise up your hand. So I'm going to unmute you if you want to ask, you want to talk physically, or if it's something you want to ask by typing, please use the chat box. We have every option available to us now. So please, it's now interactive section now. So let's have your question for us. It's not possible you can lower the registration fee for B2 Academy. I'm not sure because the subscription has been there for, I think it's been running for like over 5 months now. The trading signal room, the training of Forex trading has been running for like over 5 months now. And that has been the standard fee. What you are going to be getting there is of value. So I don't think we'll have any plans of reducing that. Yes, what I just advise is you can just start with the minimum, the $70. But if you are starting with that $70 subscription, make sure you have like you can just fund like $200 in your broker account, so that as you pay the $70, every month, at least from your trading results, you'll be getting enough to always meet up with your subscription and also extra profit for yourself. But we'll still discuss with Mr. Jayi. Maybe there can be a special waiver for for B2 members. Okay. Thanks for your ones. Please, are you guaranteeing our money is saved with the company? Yes, sir. Yeah, your money is saved. Your money is saved with the B2. Your money is saved with B2. Very, very safe. Very, very safe. If you still need further confirmations or still need some other clarity, you can always walk up to any my office there in Lagos, our office in Lagos at Egbeda. We even show you some of what we do, how we secure your money. We've been doing it for 6 months now, and we have no issues at all. We are doing well. And we believe that with God on our side and also with us maintaining good relationship with authorities, we won't have any issue. Because, you know, a lot of the times what also keeps programs like this running under is when you don't have all the certification. When you get to some level, you know, you need to have some level of certificates, some approvals. If you don't have that, you might have issues. So we are also playing around, ensuring that that part is clearly, you know, sorted out. Let me take the question one by one. Sir, my question goes this way. Is topping up allowed, like someone starting up with $250 and decide topping up to $300 from time to time? Yes, you can always add, you can always invest anytime. Just know that each of your investments has its own 30 days and 3 months plan. So anytime, let's say you start with $250 and you possibly have like $1,000 to reinvest, just go to your back office, do that. That starts counting his own, you know, 3 months and on like that. The EFCC account you made mention of last time, what's the update? Yes, by June 11, we are going to be getting that certificate. We call it SCOM. I've forgotten that full meaning. Something more anti-money laundering certificate. So that's why we have not been also able to complete our B2 official bank account opening because the bank is also requesting for that. So but by June 11, that will be ready. So hopefully, I am very sure between now and June ending, we should have all that sorted out and you'll be getting paid directly from B2 company account, not even JB's Pro. JB's Pro is also owned by me. I'm also a co-owner of JB's Pro. So that's why we still use that of interim, pending when we get all this stuff. But by June 11, our lawyers have confirmed that we are getting our certificates, and from there we proceed straight to the bank to finalize the other arrangement. All right, thank you so much, Mr. Patrick. Okay, special control unit on money laundering. Yes, that's the meaning of SCOON. Okay. Good evening, you said we get the capital back after. Is that exclusive of the ROI? I would like you to explain properly for clarity. Good evening, you said we get it. Okay, let me just explain that part of it. Let's say, let me use one of the packages. Yeah. So let's say you're starting with the 10% monthly package, which is $250. Every month, you're going to be getting 10% of $250. That is $25. You're going to be getting that credited to your back office. At the expiration of your contract on the 3rd month, the first month you get $25. Second month you get $25. The 3rd month, what you are going to be seeing in your back office is $25 plus $250. So that means you are going to be seeing $275. So you can make withdrawals, place withdrawals for the whole $275, or you just withdraw your $25 and reinvest the $250 again to start all over. Okay, yes. Mom, you said yes. We are going to get that because this Zoom always saves this meeting both as video and also as audio. So I'm also going to be uploading the audio on the group, and I will upload the video on my YouTube channel. So both ways you have something good for yourself. So I don't know if I've answered the question of that person that needs clarity on the explanation. So if you're starting with $250, for example, you get $25 first month, second month $25, third month you get $250 plus $25 in your back office. So by then you can now go back to your back office to reinvest the $250, or you place withdrawals for the $250 plus the $25 all over together. Good evening, sir. I just registered and I was told to want 10,000 for. Please, what is the payment for? Thanks. Okay, the membership fee is a one-time fee. If you check our frequently asked questions, so we also explained that there. Under the FAQ, we explained what that membership fee is for. We don't want to have, we are still a startup company, we are still growing. And as we grow, as we are growing, we are still spending, we still have an overhead cost like company maintenance, websites. We always do regular checkups, increase our bandwidth. As we grow, we have more registrations coming in now. We also need to do some upgrades. Basically, I think more importantly, we also do a lot of marketing like adverts, a lot of branding still going on. The promotions, those graphics you see, it's not for free. We are paying for them. Those Facebook ads you see us run, we are paying for them. And we wouldn't like to start, dipping our hand into your investment. We don't want to start saying we have capital shortage for any reason. So that's why we just created this part to take care of that. So if you are spending on website adverts, we have, this membership fee to take care of that. So as we grow over time, once we have the kind of volume we want, please from our 10%, we should be able to take care of this. But for now, as a startup, we need to create something that takes care of that for us. So that's why we just included a one-time. It's a one-time fee. It's not an annual thing. I think an annual was there before, but we've amended it. It's just a one-time membership fee. This is to help us take care of other company running costs as we grow. So please bear with us. That is, we don't want to have any issue of saying we crash or whatever. As a follow-up to my point, does that mean the investment period is just 3 months? Every investment period, the investment window is 3 months. But at the expiration of the 3 months, you have your capital and your last payout there in your back office. You can then reinvest it all over again. Like, in fact, we've done 6 months now. That means we've had people doing 2 cycles of 3 months. And a lot of them, all you just do is just, Inca, Pat, don't send my capital, continue, So, but now that it's on the website, all you just see in your back office at the end of your 3 months is that you see your capital there and your last profit, the monthly ROI for that month. Once you see it there, just go back again to the investment section, click on package, buy it all over again. You start another 3 months, and it continues to go on and on like that as you want. Secondly, I'm using Fidelity Bank, but it's not in the back home shop. Oh, sorry about that. I think our payment system is filtered with the added, I think virtually almost all the banks are there. If it's not there, please just chat me on WhatsApp or chat Mr. Patrick. We can send you bank accounts so you can just do a manual payment directly, and we credit you manually also to activate your account manually. Just reach us privately. We'll sort that for you. Any other question? Let me check if there's anybody raising up their hand. Is the profit 30 days from the date I invested, or is payable every last day? It's 30 days. Every one. If you make an investment today, today is what? 2nd of June. So that means by 2nd of July, you should have gotten your first payout. The next one will be 2nd of August. Next one, 2nd of July, 2nd of August, and the last one is going to be 2nd of September plus your capital. So that same day, just go back again if you want to reinvest. Go back to the investment, buy another package, and start again that same day. Continues for another second like that. For the first education, what is the class schedule like? Most times, the class schedule is always Sunday nights when market opens, anything from 10 p.m. But once you join that group, the WhatsApp group, we communicate. If you decide that, okay, you want to go for the VIP or the VVIP, we'll tell you when the schedules are. We add you to the existing VIP room where updates on the meeting schedules are always posted. Yes, it's done online too. We do it through Zoom. But for offline, those that want it offline, we have that section here in Lagos. The Abuja guys, the Abuja office are finalizing everything. I should get updates from there very soon. So we should be starting an offline section too for people in Abuja. I noticed the filter wave payment system charges some extra fee. Yes, they have like a fixed 1.4% fee. I think that's where they make their own money from, since we are using them as a payment system. There's a fixed 1.4% they charge on any deposit. So if you are doing, like, let's say, paying your membership fee of 10,000 naira, always know that there is a 1.4 of 10,000 naira that we added on you. It's not coming to us. The only thing that they send to us is your 10,000. 1.4 is their own. I think they are the cheapest so far because we have to check every other payment system. Paystack charges, I think, 1.6%. VokePay is around between 1.6 and 1.8%. So they are the ones that their fee is virtually the lowest. You can also go online and check all these payment systems that processes card, bank transfers, and stuff like that. It's their fee. We really can't we can't beat that off it. What about the modules? When are the classes? The modules are on the B2 Academy section. You see the content there. But once you join, just click on the section of the Academy. You join either the WhatsApp group or the Telegram. But I think the WhatsApp group is more active because that is what is linked to the main existing VIP group. So just click on it. Once you join in there, you just notify us that, okay, I'm starting with the VIP, the $70. You automatically be moved to the main VIP room where you see all the schedules. Most of the times, trainings on Sunday nights. Any plan for offline training in Port Harcourt soon? We are looking at that. We are also hoping to have a very, very strong leader there. If we have a good team there or a good leader there that wants to push the brand, why not? We'll be ready to come down to do an offline training for people right there. So it's just let us know if you are ready to work with us, you want to really build B2 alongside with us. We can always come around and do something there in Port Harcourt. It's our plan to expand. Our presence is just here, I think, more in Lagos and Abuja for now. So we should be able to spread to other locations too. Once we have serious and ready to go leaders there, we're ready to go. All right. I don't know if I've answered all the questions here tonight. Okay. So okay, no other question. So let's just call it a day here tonight. Our WhatsApp group is open. I'm always available also too on PM. Feel free to chat us, ask us your questions, and we'll be ready to always answer you anytime. A lot of people are willing to refrain, but are scared due to past experience. Yes, I know people would always be scared, but all we just need is to keep assuring them that B2 is here to stay. We are not ready to scam anybody. The security we also give them is that, okay, we also ensure that we are safe on the part of authorities, and we also take our time to also show them how we trade, what we trade through the B2 Academy, the trading signals. So I think this should be able to at least give some people confidence. But if you still need us to possibly talk to, anyone that you think is interested, but just need to speak to us, hear from us, know what our plans are for the future, why not? Just let's do a 3-way call or a 3-way Zoom meeting like this. We are available and we're able to support ourselves. We are here. We don't plan to run away anytime soon. But I want to do this. I don't want to say we die here, but we live here. This is our own, and we want to do everything to make sure that we are happy, you are happy, and every one of us make huge success out of this. I know with God on our side, we would be fine. Okay, let me unmute her. Irama. Okay.
Hello?
All right. Is it a ma or a sa? Yeah, on ma, please.
Hi, good evening.
Good evening, ma.
Okay, I just joined, so really I haven't gotten anything, but my question is, I've been very skeptical about the whole thing. A friend of mine told me about it, but my question here is, how do I keep monitoring my money and be sure my money is safe? And what happens if all of a sudden you guys back up? What happens to my money?
Okay, I think I've answered that previously, but let me just repeat.
Yeah, I just joined. Sorry, yes, I'm late.
Okay. We actually have, for those that have been with us for like 6 months, we do have like a physical agreement that we use to actually go in with anybody that wants to invest, especially from volumes that are big, let's say like from like 2 million and above. We have an agreement we signed with them, which is legally binding on us and also on your part. Um, there's a clause in that agreement which states that if anything should go wrong, V2 would pay you back your capital within the space of 3 months. And we do that because from our own expert trading analysis and our money management rules, we cannot say the market will not go gaga, like the market cannot go zigzag and we possibly lose. But even in all the lose, our money management ensures that we will still have something that we can always work with back all over up again and make whatever we've lost and recover it back. So that's why we place that clause in that manual agreement that if anything should go wrong, just give us the next 3 months to just fall back again, renew, check our trading analysis, and we'll take it back and give it back the capital. So that is always there for people that are investing from especially good volumes like from 2 million and above and all that. So, but aside that too, we also had to make ourselves open. Like we created what we call the V2FX Academy, whereby we share with you what we trade. Like if you are a Forex person or you don't even know anything about Forex, we train you on how to open a broker account, how to fund your broker account, how to trade. So once you've known that, we'll now start giving you what we call trading signals. The trading signals are what we also trade ourselves on our, manage funds management parts, like all funds invested with us. That's what we trade on those accounts too. So you would be able to assess our performances yourself, because it will just be like you are trading with us. Like as we are placing the trades on your funds with us, you're also testing it out on your personal account. So if you are losing on your personal account, you will know that on our side we are losing. If we are winning on your personal account, you also know that we are winning on our side. So it gives you a kind of room that, okay, if I can make this on my own personal trading using V2 trading signal, that means the company also too is making money from their side. So it gives both we as the funds management company that trust base that, okay, since our investors know what we do, they also participate in what we do. It gives them that confidence, that trust, that assurance, and it also makes them to be able to build, trust of the fund management aspect of it. So these are the modalities we've been able to put in place to help everyone that needs a level of assurance. I don't know if I answered you, man.
You did. Well, you sort of did.
Okay.
You sort of, yeah. So you said, do your colleagues go to people like, if you want to register, do we have to walk up to your office, or they could come up to us, meet us up?
We actually have our website now where you can do all your registrations.
Do online. Okay, so how about the transferring of money to your own account?
Yeah, it's also all automated. It's also all automated on our website. You can actually pay with your card, your online banking transfer, or Bitcoin.
Okay. You said you're not fully registered. Like I did a background check on your company. Like you said, you're not fully registered. You'll be registered by the
June 11th. No, we are registered.
Yeah.
We are fully registered with CAC to carry out trade and investments. That's part of our memorandum of article. I don't know if I've shared it. I think I shared it in one of our meetings. So we don't know that. So what we are actually getting, the next certification approval we're getting is the EFCC SCUM. Let me check that.
Are you registered with FIRS?
FIRS is for tax and all that. Yes,
yeah.
We've done that. It's after we've done the one for B2, we would have all that for FIRS. But most times FIRS is always after like a year, because for every new company you have like a year span before you start paying anything tax. But so for you to start,
and yeah, I know you don't pay anything to them, but you register with them.
yes, you register with them. So all that too has been placed.
So
But we want to complete the.
did you register with them at B2?
No, that is
Sorry.
on JB's Pro. B2 is about completing its bank opening. Now, if you're even making any payments, we are still making payments with our mother company, which is JB's Pro. Every other thing is like an offshoot of JB's Pro Consult. But B2 Consult is basically for these funds, forex trading, and forex education and all that. So that's the one we are finalizing the bank account opening for it. But from the bank side, before we can get that done, we need an EFCC approval, which will be gotten by June 11th. That should be like in 8 days from now. The certificate is going to be given to us. So by June ending, we'll be moving all transfers, like all processing. Like now, we are still using JB's Pro now. So all funds, processing, deposit, inflow, and outflow will be done on B2 Consult bank account. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Okay.
Yes. So
yeah,
but
because I'm asking
our mother company, which is JB's Pro, which has all that in place. It's EFC certified, FRSC, we pay our
JB what? Sorry, what
JB's Pro Consult. JB's Pro Consult.
Okay.
Yeah, so like I think Madam Sarge and others, if you are our deposit and withdrawals have always been coming from JB's Pro, because that's a company that we've been operating for over 5 years now. Yeah, over 5 years now, since 2015. So we pay tax on that and all that. So B2 is about completing its own side. So from June ending, let's say precisely anything from July, everything now will just be B2 Consult, because we have done all that session completed.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Well, I just didn't see your name come up in the portal. That's why I was asking about the FIRS thing, because I had to check. I did a background check and I didn't see. So that's why I was, worried. I didn't know you had like a mother, company that you were running under.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Okay. Well, thank you too. I think you've answered some of the questions.
All right. So we hope to see you soon with us.
Yeah, I hope so too.
So let's convert the hope to reality.
It sounds good, but it sounded too good to be true. So it sounded too good to be true, with a lot of scams up and down. But because, hello?
Yeah, I'm with you, ma'am.
Yeah, but because I have seen, she's done a lot of business, which I have seen on Facebook and all, and I went to school with her, I don't think she would just throw her money into anything. That was what, that was what caught my attention to it. But I needed more clarifications and all. But thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
Yeah. All right. That's all from me.
All right. Thank you. David Sen, do we have app now? No, we don't have an app yet. Don't worry, all that will come. It's just in our future plans. I'm taking it a step after the other. So we have other. For the life person, now we see it's a WhatsApp group for actual live video training. Yes, we do video training. Like Mr. Ajayi that talked a little bit, does that every Sunday night at 10 p.m. It's always done through Zoom like this. Yeah, so it's good. I think they use free conference call app, yes, or Zoom. Any of those two apps, just have it ready. In the group, once you join, you get the exact group and the link for you to be part of the meeting. Yes. Wow, this is 10:22 by my time. I need to close now because I need to rest, and I also need to allow those that will be going to work tomorrow to go and prepare for Monday work. So next week Sunday is going to be another time. We won't be spending much time in presentation because I know we can always do that on our own using the website and our training materials, our marketing materials. So we can always do that. So we'll be taking a lot of time more on answering your questions, helping your prospect to learn more, helping your prospects to build more confidence and trust with us in B2. So next week Sunday, let's make it a date also too. It's going to be 8 p.m. Sorry for the extension today. It's because of an unforeseen circumstance, but I think 9 p.m. is good. Maybe 9 p.m. to 10 p.m. But we'll see what we can do around that. So I'm also looking at maybe we can just divide this meeting into two. Like maybe we can have Sunday for just questions and answers, and maybe Friday night or Saturday for just the business presentation, compliance presentation, and all that. But for us to do that, that means we're needing more hands to join us so that the stress will not be too much on me. I handle a lot of things. I trade, I market, I answer questions and all that. So as we grow, as we expand, we'll be needing more. And so you might not be seeing my face more frequently as we grow. I will just be popping in on a while to at least answer questions and answers. So we are gradually bringing some more trainers to join us so that it will be flexible and every one of us will be happy together. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. I want to call it a day now. Have a good night rest and a very, very beautiful, splendid, and happy week ahead. God bless you all. Good night.